This video will change how you think about happiness. What if I told you that the secret to joy was revealed over 2,000 years ago, and modern science is finally proving it? You are about to discover how Aristotle and today's top psychologists agree on one simple truth. You might feel stuck, unsure what real happiness is. You might chase quick thrills and find emptiness instead. You might worry that joy is out of reach, that pain feels heavy and endless. I know that feeling deep inside. Imagine being trapped in a box, thinking you are free. Most people think happiness is a mood or a feeling of pleasure. They chase likes on social media and big moments that fade fast. But ancient wisdom and modern mind science point a different way. Aristotle taught that true happiness is more than a good feeling. He called it Eudaimonia. That word means a life of virtue and purpose. He said it beats any quick thrill. Psychology today echoes that message. Scientists say happiness is about growth and flow. Flow is that feeling when you lose track of time. That state lights up your brain in a special way. You will learn how these ideas connect. You will see why this matters for your life right now. Picture yourself on a treadmill going nowhere fast. You run in place, chasing a goal you do not even know. You see people smiling in ads, but that smile is not real. You wonder if you are the only one feeling lost. FOMO hits you when you watch others post perfect lives. You might feel shame hiding real pain inside. You might think you must fake happiness to fit in, but that is a trap that kills real joy. You deserve a life that feels true to you. That is why ancient wisdom still matters. Aristotle saw people wrestling with these same fears. He walked the streets of Athens watching souls struggle. He asked why people felt empty even when they had much. He searched for a guide to fix a hollow heart. He studied nature and people to find common patterns. He found that true joy comes from being your best self. Now science is using brain scans to find similar truths. Researchers see lights in the brain when we do good deeds. Researchers see changes in brainwaves when we dive into flow. That is no coincidence. That is age-old wisdom meeting new tech. This video will show you how to bridge these worlds. Let me start with why Aristotle's idea matters. Aristotle believed that we are not born happy or unhappy, but we shape our souls with our choices. He compared the human soul to a blank slate or a young tree ready to grow. If the tree gets good soil and care, it grows strong and bears fruit. If it gets neglect, it stays weak and stunted. He said the soul needs virtues as fertilizer for growth. Virtues like wisdom, courage, and temperance. These are habits we practice until they become who we are. He warned against living for mere pleasure. He said pleasures are like sweets that tempt you but leave you empty. Pleasures come and go, but a good life stands firm. This might sound harsh at first. You may ask, what about fun and rest? Aristotle did not hate pleasure. He saw that pleasure is like a good servant, but a bad master. Use pleasure to refuel, not to rule your life. He urged people to balance joy and duty. He said true joy is a calm, deep smile, not a wild burst that crashes. He showed how to find stability in a world of storms. That is why his work matters today more than ever. If you know what true happiness is, you can aim for it. You can stop chasing empty things. Aristotle saw that people need a guide. He saw that good feelings fade if they lack purpose. So what is eudaimonia? It is not a mood or a quick smile. It is a life that fits your true self. It is living with virtues like courage and kindness. It is doing things that make you better over time. He said that a good life needs a goal beyond pleasure. You can ask, how do I find my virtues? You start by knowing your values and strengths. How do you apply it? Choose one thing you care about and serve it daily. Practice honesty, practice bravery, practice kindness. Do these things even when it feels hard. That builds a life you can be proud of. You can ask how to live with high standards and still feel free. Here is why it works for anyone. Modern studies found that living with purpose changes your brain. It lights up reward centers when you help others or learn new skills. Those brain changes make you crave more of what you love. They shift you away from hollow thrills. You start building habits that serve you. That leads us to flow, a state that ties to eudaimonia. Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi spent years studying artists and athletes in flow. He saw their faces light up when they pushed their limits. He said they were in their element, like fish in water. Think of a surfer catching the perfect wave. They move with the wave, not against it. They feel one with the ocean and the board. Time slows down, worries disappear. The surfer is not thinking of breakfast or bills. They are fully alive in that moment. That is flow in action. Your brain releases a mix of chemicals that feel amazing. Your body and mind sync with the task. Challenges sharpen your focus like a razor. Rewards come naturally when you meet the challenge. Every small win fuels your next move. Flow is not only for pros. A cook chopping vegetables can be in flow. A writer typing a sentence can be in flow. A parent playing with their child can be in flow. Any task can spark flow if you care about it. That care is the bridge between you and eudaimonia. But flow can be fragile. A distraction can kill it in an instant. You might think you have no time or quiet mind. Know this. Practice makes the mind ready. You can train to enter flow faster each day. You can build micro-rituals to prepare your focus. Sitting down, taking 3 deep breaths, and starting can trigger flow. It gets easier each time you do it. Soon your mind learns the pattern. Flow matters because it shows you what you love and what you can master. In flow, time vanishes and focus sharpens. It feels amazing and deep. That is why psychologists chase it. They see flow as a key to lasting joy. What is flow? It is that state when you do a task that is just hard enough. It is not too easy and not too hard. When you play music, draw, code, or play sports and you feel unstoppable, you feel that spark inside you. Your skills meet the challenge. Flow is proof you are using your true self. Researchers found that people in flow are happier. They felt more alive that day. That links right back to Aristotle's Eudaimonia. He spoke of the right work for the right person. He said, find what you love and get lost in it. Now, another key idea from science is the PERMA model. Martin Seligman led the field of positive psychology with this model. He said, it is not enough to treat mental illness. We must build what makes life worth living. He broke it into 5 simple parts. Positive emotion is more than a smile. It is a habit of noticing small joys and savoring them. For example, feel the warmth of the sun on your skin. Notice the smell of fresh coffee or the sound of birds. That small practice sparks joy. Engagement is flow, but it also includes any deep focus. It might be reading a book so good you forget time, or playing a game that challenges you just right, or fixing a bike that you love riding. Relationships are simple acts of care. A kind word, a hug, a listening ear. These create bonds that nourish your soul. Meaning is knowing your why. It is seeing how your actions serve a larger purpose. It could be teaching a child, saving a tree, or building art. When you know your why, you face hard times with strength. Achievement is progress you see and feel. It is finishing that project, learning that skill, or reaching that goal. It feels like placing a stone, building a wall, growing your confidence. These 5 parts work together like pieces of a puzzle. Missing one piece leaves a gap in your happiness. So how do you use these ideas? Start with one activity that gives you flow each day. Spend time with someone you care about. Notice and write down one good thing each day. Pick a small goal and take a step toward it. These steps add up fast. You might feel you have no time, but even 5 minutes of deep focus can spark flow. Even one genuine smile for someone can light a bond. Small wins fuel the bigger ones. This is how science proves Aristotle right. And soon, I will share a simple plan to tie it all together. Maybe you think you are too broken for this. You might say, I have tried and failed before. You might doubt you have what it takes. But know this, no one starts perfect. Every hero begins with a single step. Every artist had a first painting. Every athlete had a first practice. They did not know how good they could be, yet they kept going. You can do the same. If this idea is already sparking something inside you, hit like and let me know what part you love. Drop a comment below and tell me one thing you will try today. Subscribe and ring the bell to keep feeding your growth. Now, here is your simple plan to use these ideas starting now. Step 1. List 3 strengths you have right now. Pick things you do well or traits you love about yourself. Then review them each night and see how you use them. Notice progress even in small tasks. Be patient when you feel stuck. That is normal. Celebrate each stumble as a lesson, not a failure. Keep a simple journal to track your daily acts of virtue. After a week, look back and see patterns of growth. Adjust your steps to keep you moving forward. Step 2. Choose one strength to use in a flow activity today. For example, if you are good with words, write a short poem for someone you care about. If you are good with hands, build something small or draw a picture. Give yourself 10 minutes and go deep. Notice how it feels when you are fully in it. Step 3. Connect with a friend or family member. Send a text, make a call, or meet for a walk. Share one thing you learned about yourself today. Step 4. Write down one thing you are grateful for right now. Pick a small moment, like a hot cup of tea or a kind word. Feel that warmth in your chest. Step 5. Set one small goal for tomorrow that aligns with your purpose. It might be reading one page of a book or helping someone. Remember, consistency beats intensity. Next, I will share the biggest secret to making this stick. The biggest secret is to see happiness as a skill, not luck. A skill you practice every day. You would not expect to play piano by comparing yourself to pro overnight. You build skill note by note, day by day. Happiness is the same. Celebrate small wins and build from there. Trust that each step matters. Trust that small sparks can become wildfires. This shift breaks the chains of doubt. Now you see nothing is out of reach. You now have the keys to build a life of true joy, flow, and purpose. Aristotle's wisdom and modern science guide you to lasting happiness. You can start today with simple steps. So drop a comment with your biggest insight right now. Smash that subscribe button to join this fearless journey. Share this video with someone who needs a spark. Remember, you are not alone. And you are not broken. The power to choose joy is inside you. Use it and change your world. Let's level up together.